Do you ever feel like your business is just a never-ending group chat, pinging all day, full of noise, but no real progress? If you relate to this right now, let me punch you in the gut with a truth bomb. 80% of what you're doing right now does not matter. And I'm not saying this to be cruel. I'm saying this because until you internalize this, you're going to keep confusing motion with progress, or effort with outcomes, and busyness with business. Let's take a quick dive into where this concept all started from. In the late 1800s, an Italian economist by the name Vilfredo Pareto noticed something fascinating. 80% of Italy's land was owned by just 20% of its population. And so he became curious, he dug deeper and discovered this pattern everywhere. Wealth distribution, productivity, even his pea garden. 80% of the peas came from 20% of the pods. This observation became famously known as the Pareto Principle, or the 80-20 rule. And it's not just an economic oddity. In fact, a 1992 UNDP, or United Nations Development Program report, confirmed it. Globally, the richest 20% of the world's population control nearly 83% of the world's income. It's an undeniable reality. But how does this affect you and your business? Let's talk about your day-to-day. Take a moment right now. Open your to-do list. Open it. Look at your content calendar. Check your weekly planner. Peek at your email drafts and invoices. Ask yourself honestly, what's the 20% of my actions that are actually driving results? Results like generating money, creating leads, or building meaningful opportunities. Which ones are they? Because I guarantee that's where your success lives. Everything else is noise. Comfortable, seductive distractions that fool you into thinking you are productive. Truth bomb alert. Most entrepreneurs are addicted to busyness. They confuse constant motion with meaningful progress. They exhaust themselves doing things that feel productive, but those things don't actually produce actual results. Let's look at some real life examples that you might recognize and perhaps even cringe at. One example is a coach spending 80% of their time perfecting slides, tweaking website fonts, and creating beautiful handouts, yet only dedicates 20% to sales calls and generating leads, because let's be real, sales calls can feel a little bit like swallowing blades, and you're definitely not ready to sign up for that again anytime soon. Or perhaps it could be a content creator who is pouring 80% of their time into fine-tuning video transitions, chasing trending audio, and writing captions, but spends just 20% engaging with potential brands, partners, and expanding their audience reach, because DMing strangers feels as appealing as a root canal. Or perhaps it could be an e-commerce seller spending majority of their day obsessively checking on analytics, adjusting website colors, or organizing inventory, while ignoring the few products responsible for most of their profits, because focusing on what's actually making money would just make too much sense, right? So do you see what's happening here? We naturally gravitate towards comfort. We hide behind tasks that feel manageable and familiar. But the real growth, real financial gain lies in the uncomfortable 20%. The tasks that feel risky, bold, and challenging. That's the money zone. It's not laziness, it is psychology, because our brains crave comfort and hate rejection. Your mind literally treats rejection like a life-threatening emergency. It's like being chased by a bear or running out of coffee at 7 a.m. for some people. So you end up avoiding painful, risky, uncomfortable tasks. Tweaking your website layout for the 17th time feels insanely safer than making a cold call or pitching your wildest idea to a big brand. But here's the thing, the entrepreneurs who consistently hit 6 and 7 figures, the ones who build sustainable, impactful businesses, they understand this psychological quirk and they consciously choose the uncomfortable path. Now, let's talk about how you can pinpoint exactly where your profits hide, or how you can identify your money 20%. The first thing is to audit your time. Spend 1 week tracking every task. Label each one as revenue generating, brand building, or admin. Notice what category gets most of your energy and prepare to be surprised or possibly horrified. The second thing to do is to analyze your revenue streams. Identify which specific products, clients, or services made you the most amount of money last quarter. These are your golden geese. Stop chasing pigeons. Third is to evaluate your conversions. which funnels, videos, or platforms drive actual conversions, not just vanity metrics. Ignore the glittery distractions of likes and follows. Focus instead on what puts cash in the bank. The fourth thing to do is to assess relationships. Who genuinely impacted your growth through payments, referrals, or powerful collaborations? These are your VIPs. Treat them like royalty, not random Tinder matches. Fifth, I'm sorry to say this, but you need to kill your darlings. This is the toughest one. Ruthlessly eliminate tasks, projects, and ideas, even the ones you lovingly nurtured that are outdated, ineffective, draining, or misaligned with your vision. It's like spring cleaning your business closet. Painful at first, but strangely satisfying once it's done. Your goal is simple. Spend maximum time in your money-making 20%. Everything else, delegate, delete, or defer. So what happens when you embrace the 80-20 rule? Your business becomes lean, focused, and efficient. Your energy goes to high-impact tasks that directly boost your revenue. You stop spinning your wheels and start moving forward strategically. Just imagine waking up each morning clear and calm, knowing exactly the few essential tasks you need to accomplish because they are proven to drive results. Now here is the final dare. If you're tired of feeling busy yet stagnant, visible yet underpaid, productive yet frustrated, this is your wake-up call. Find your 20%. Focus there, then amplify. This is not theory, it's a proven path. Stop doing everything and start doing the right things, because clarity, boldness, and disciplined actions create the business people admire. Be the entrepreneur who says confidently, I don't need to do everything. I only need to do what truly works.